We have to help our...
I've got children at home. I can't wait out here for another day.
So go home. The best thing you can do for your children is not trust these charlatans.
Everyone remain calm. We will help as many as we can today, so long as we can do this in an orderly fashion.
Oh, you're helping us, are you, Shem? Like Valendrian and my Uncle Syrian, you helped them, didn't you? Help them never to be seen again.
We've explained this to you before, gal. More whining will not persuade us to let you into the quarantine to carry plague back out to the alienage.
Quit trying to get us all killed, Shiani. Some of us have still got things to live for.
If this spell of theirs works, why are half the people they quarantine perfectly healthy? What's wrong, Shem? Did you get bored and decide to come watch the elves die of plague? Wait. Sora's told me about you. You're the one who freed him from the dungeons. These foreigners say they're here to help with our outbreak of plague. Funny thing, though, all the people they help disappear.
That's not true, and you know it, Shiani. Both my sisters got the Tevinter spell cast on them, and they're fine.
Where's your niece, then? And my Uncle Syrian? And Valendrian? From the Blight. That's what they say, anyway. People started getting it after the refugees showed up from Ostagar, so I guess that makes sense. These men from Tevinter say their magic will prevent people from catching it. But it doesn't work if you're already ill. So they set up a quarantine. But many of the ones they quarantine aren't sick. One of them was our Haran, Valendrian. And I don't know what we're going to do if we don't get him back. He's the elder, the person who guides us. Maybe that doesn't mean anything to you, but it's important to us. They have to know about it. The Haran complained, and so did I. They just don't care, or something worse. You can try. Those guards mean business.
I ask you to stand back. Some of these people are carrying the plague. The alienage is not safe for visitors. That will not be necessary.
For your own safety, we must ask you to leave now. You have already been told to leave. You have already been told to leave.
Very
Please,
well.
do not...
Hold. This place is full of plague victims. No one enters.
It is not safe. You would be exposed to the plague. There's no need. The elves must live here where the plague is spreading. You can avoid the sickness merely by leaving the alienage.
It would be a waste of our mage's strength when many need it more. We have the situation in hand.
Go with Andraste's grace.
It's you! Come in! I didn't thank you before, did I?
I wish I could give you something. Everything I owned was lost to looters after the purge. Not that I had anything valuable to begin with.
It's a plague, so they say. I've seen a few sick people since I've been back, but I don't know how bad it really is.
There are mages from Tevinter here helping to treat it. But there's something odd going on, though. My cousin Shiani could tell you more. You can't miss her. Just look for the angriest woman in the alienage.
Between the Civil War and Ostagar, the city doesn't have enough soldiers left to seal the alienage. And only elves and refugees have gotten sick. I'm sure that if anyone important gets the plague, the alienage will burn.
I guess the plague's been pretty bad. I've seen a few sick people myself, but by the time I got here, it seemed to be under control. There are mages from Tevinter here helping to treat it. But there's something odd going on, though. My cousin Shiani could tell you more. You can't miss her. Just look for the angriest woman in the alienage.
I don't know. You can only find out for certain if it doesn't work. And no one wants to put it to a serious test. I guess so. I'd expect Templars here otherwise. Of course. Good day then.
I'm sorry, but we're closed. There are a few places in the market district that can probably serve you. They came to treat the Blight Plague. You did know about the plague, didn't you? How bad is it? Do catastrophes come in different sizes? One day, your child comes home with a cough. The next day, she's fevered, seeing things, hearing voices. And the day after that, she's dead, and it's your husband coughing. All you can hope is that when the last person in your house takes sick, he'll open a window, so the smell will bring someone to take your bodies out for burial. Is that bad enough for you? It's magic. I suppose in the Imperium they use magic to boil water and cross a street. The Chantry sent a Templar to watch them the first day. If the Chantry says it's safe, it must be. It's supposed to keep you from getting sick. If you're already ill, though, well, they take you into quarantine. In the hospice on the corner. Don't think they'll let you in, though. It wouldn't be much of a quarantine if people just come and go there. No one who's gone in has come out again. Could be they die in there. Could be they've recovered and just can't come back yet.
I can't imagine that it does. Although the mages of the Imperium are renowned for their skill, there are no spells I know of that can do such a thing.
I don't know. Either you don't get the plague because you got their magic put on you, or you don't get it because you just got lucky. But it can't hurt, right? Good day.
Is there something else you wanted? There's a side entrance in the alley. It's got only one guard. Fewer eyes, for one thing. It's up to you.
No, you can't go inside just for a moment. So you might as well walk right back around to the front doors. You shouldn't be out on the streets now anyway. What with the plague? Look, this is how things are. I didn't make the blight or the plague or anything. I'm just trying to make a living. Not enough to put up with all these questions. What do you want? 6. Sure. I never saw you, and you never saw me.
Help us, please! We're not sick! Let us out of here! I swear not one of us is sick. They take the sick ones out as soon as they come in. Please, help us! Thank you, friend. They took him away already, through the back alley. We don't know where exactly. You don't have to say that twice.
What happened? Some of the elves ran out, but I didn't recognize any of them. Where are all the others? How is that possible? They've taken dozens of us into quarantine. Where else could they be? It makes no sense. Let me see that. What does this even mean? They can't be shipping people, can they? Shipping them where? No. People go in, but they don't come out. They aren't shipping anything out of there that we've seen. They could be moving through the back alleys. There are all sorts of buildings back there. They could be using one as some sort of warehouse, staging area. There are apartments off the alleys. I would go to the back of the hospice and maybe follow the alley from there. If you find any more information, please let me know. I refuse to accept that they're all simply gone.
Who's there? Stay away! I haven't seen nothing. Please, just leave me alone. I don't know, I swear. I only saw them take people away. Took them right out of their beds. Dragged them down the hallways. Baker, the little one's crying. Through the landlord's old office. They go in there, they never come back. I saw him. They marched him through the hall with a bunch of others, all tied together like pack mules. Every few days,
They come back. It's like a parade, a silent one. Men and women and children. You have to go. They'll be back soon. They'll find out I talked and they'll take me too. Please, just go.
What is the meaning of this? We were told that there would be no interference from the authorities. You simply fought your way in here to ask questions, did you? You will regret this, you know. Believe it or not, we have been given dispensation to do our business here. You Fereldans talk a great deal about how very wrong slavery is. But isn't it funny how quickly the smell of gold overcomes such ideals? So I should feel kinship for these sheep? Don't be a fool. I am Tevinter first and a servant of the Minrathu Circle second. Those are the things that matter. But enough. I am here to halt your slaughter, nothing more. I am no fool. I can see that you are capable. So be it. I will let Caladrius deal with you while I fetch the Regent's men. I suggest you leave while you still can.
I am Caladrius, and you, I assume, must be the Grey Warden I've heard so much about. What I want is for my business here to be concluded smoothly. If that requires that you and I come to some terms, then so be it. I've heard that you're trying to erode Logain's support. It must be a difficult task, yes, like washing away a mountain. Perhaps you could use some help. Truth be told, there was always a limit to how long we were going to be able to operate here. We've paid for many of Logain's troops, but once the land's meat is done, we become inconvenient. So, here is my offer. 100 sovereigns from you for a letter with the seal of the Terran of Gwaren upon it, implicating him in all of this. Then, we leave a few days earlier than planned with our profits and remaining slaves unharmed.
'Tis a reasonable enough starting offer.
I feel dirty. We're not considering this, are we?
So, do we have a deal? Even you must admit it's much better than resorting to barbarism, yes? It's legitimate. Whether or not it will actually help you, that I cannot say. Some people will not believe the truth even when it is right in front of them, yes? Interesting. Oh, no, that won't do. These elves are worth... Well, the entire trip isn't profitable without them, I'm afraid. Have you anything else to suggest? Oh, a comedian. Let's settle this the hard way, then.
Fight!
Enough! Enough! It seems your reputation is an accurate one. I surrender. Wait! Hear me out, dear lady. Were I to use the life force of the remaining slaves here, I could augment your physical health a great deal. Allow me to leave this place alive, and I would be more than happy to do this little service for you.
An interesting offer, if a tad messy.
Little service. He is talking of blood magic. Surely you would not consider such a thing. Most wise.
Then, I don't suppose you would consider just letting me go? Ah. Well, that is a shame, isn't it?
You don't look like a Tevinter. Not that it means much. Are you one of them? What happens to us now? Shiani? Did she send you here? Praise the Maker! We will not trespass long on your good graces. Come, everyone. Let's go home. Ah, it's you. Welcome. Please, come in. Tell me, how is Duncan? He's been a friend of mine for many years, yes. From the look on your face, I take it the news is bad. I knew that the Warden suffered great losses at Ostagar, but a few escaped. I had hoped Duncan might be one of them. He came here, now and then, to look for potential recruits. Perhaps that seems strange to you, but Duncan was a man who knew that talent could emerge in the most unlikely places. We've been through outbreaks of pestilence during the war with Orlais. We'll endure. I doubt very much now that the Tevinter intervention would have helped us anyway. Please, take this. Duncan gave it to me years ago. I suspect you'll put it to better use than I would.